Hi, I'm Tamara. This is part 3 of our VoiceOver tutorial series where we are exploring how to use Mail, the macOS app, using a screen reader. Gmail and browser-based Mail will be addressed in a later tutorial. Today we will explore navigating Mail, reading emails, opening and saving attachments, sending emails, organizing emails, and adding email accounts. There are timestamps for each section located in the description. If you need a review of basic VoiceOver commands or file management, parts 1 and 2 of this series are also linked in the description. Let's get into it. By default, Mail is located in the dock, but can also be accessed through the Applications folder, a Spotlight search, or by asking Siri to open Mail. I'm going to open Mail by pressing VOD to move to the dock,
Finder, open.
pressing the M key, and then Enter to open Mail.
Mail 427. Actions of it. Mail inbox.
Now that we have Mail open, let's start with a brief orientation to the layout of the Mail window. Depending on how you have Mail set up, your Mail window will have 3 or 4 distinct sections. Along the top, you will find the toolbar. This is where a variety of tools and actions for composing and sending messages can be found. Below the toolbar, on the far left, is the Mailboxes table. I like to think of this as the sidebar for this window. If you don't see the Mailboxes table, you can toggle its view by pressing Command, Control, and S. The next region, to the right of that, is your Messages table. This is where you find all of your emails.
Vertical splitter. Messages table. Row 1 of 1.
The final section, moving to the right of that, is your Messages area, or the message contents.
Vertical splitter. VoiceOver test 1 minute ago. Message group.
Each section is separated by a vertical splitter so that you know you are moving into a new section of the Mail window. So to review, along the top we have the toolbar. The far left is the Mailboxes table, followed by the Messages table, followed by the message group or message area. Let's explore the toolbar more thoroughly, as this has most of the features you will want to use in Mail. While all of these features are always accessible in the toolbar, many of them can be performed with keyboard shortcuts. Don't worry about remembering them for now. We will review them as we do different actions in Mail. To interact on the toolbar, we start with VO Shift down arrow.
Toolbar. 14 items filter menu button group.
The first item we will inspect is actually the third item in the toolbar, which is the Get Mail button.
View options menu. Get mail button.
The Get Mail button refreshes your inbox. You can refresh your inbox through a keyboard shortcut by pressing Shift, Command, and N. The next item in our toolbar is the New Message button.
New message button.
You can access this through a keyboard shortcut by pressing Command N. We are going to move past the Archive button to the next button, which is the Delete button.
Archive button. Delete button.
You can delete any message from within the Mail Messages table by hitting the Delete key. The next button is the Junk button.
Junk button.
I recommend that when you encounter junk mail, you press Shift, Command, and J. The next button is the Reply button.
Reply button.
You can also reply by hitting Command R. The next button is the Reply All button.
Reply all button.
If you would like to reply all, you can hit Shift, Command R. The next button is the Forward button.
Forward button.
In order to forward a message, you can hit Shift, Command, and F. Next we have the Flag button,
Flag group.
the Mute button,
Mute button.
the Move button,
Move menu button group.
and the final item,
Search text field. Blank.
which is the Search Text field. This allows you to search through all of your messages for whatever message contents you are looking for. I strongly encourage, where possible, to use keyboard shortcuts from within the Messages table to modify, move, reply to, and change messages. It will save a lot of time and navigation struggle. Let's talk about reading mail messages. To read a mail message, go to your Messages table. We're going to stop interacting on our toolbar,
Out of toolbar.
find our Messages table,
Mailboxes table. Vertical splitter. Messages table.
and we are going to interact on this table.
In messages table. Row 1 of 1. VoiceOver test visited at email 3:27 p.m. Test email selected.
VoiceOver will automatically read an overview of the message contents unless you hit the Control key to stop it talking. I can use my arrow keys to move up and down through items in the list.
VoiceOver test visited at email 3:27 p.m. Test email.
However, if the contents are long or if a message has an attachment, place your focus on the message you wish to explore. I'm going to select this email here.
VoiceOver test visited at email.
Then I am going to stop interacting on the table and move to the right to my message group.
Out of messages table. Vertical splitter. VoiceOver test 15 minutes ago. Message group.
I will then interact on the message group to explore the contents
In VoiceOver test 15 minutes ago, message group. 2 items. VoiceOver test 15 minutes ago, headers group.
The headers group will contain the message sender, the title of the email, who it was sent to, and the time that it was delivered. Often we can move past this area without exploring.
Delete button. Reply button. Reply all button. Forward button. Test email. Text.
Finally, we will encounter the message text. We can interact on this area to hear the entire contents of the message and navigate using our VO up, down, left, or right.
In. Test email. Text.
To open and review attachments in mail messages, first go to your messages table and navigate to a message that has an attachment.
VoiceOver test email attachment 3:40 p.m. Please find attached the correct document.
In order to engage with the attachment, I need to leave my messages table by stop interacting,
Out of messages table.
move to the right to the messages area,
Vertical splitter. VoiceOver test 5 minutes ago, message group.
interact,
In VoiceOver test 5 minutes ago, message group.
and move to the text area.
Delete button. Reply button. Reply all button. Forward button. 1 menu button. Please find attached the correct document. Text. You are currently in the mail area.
I'm going to interact on that area,
In. Please find attached the correct document. Test document 1.rtf attachment.
and as I use my arrow keys down, I have located the document. You can open this attachment directly by pressing VO space. Alternately, you can save the attachment directly to your computer, stop interacting on the text area, interact on your message group,
In VoiceOver test 5 minutes ago, message group.
and come forward. Following the delete, reply, reply all, and forward buttons, there is an attachments button.
Reply button. Reply all button. Forward button. 1 menu button.
If I press VO space to open this,
Edit chains. Menu. 3 items.
I can use my down arrow
Save all 376 bytes ellipsis.
to save the document
Test document 1.rtf.
or open the document. Let's save this document.
In save dialog. Test document 1. Content selected.
A standard save dialog will appear. By default, the title will remain unless you choose to change it. All you need to do to change the title is to start typing.
Selection replace. S-A-V-E. Saved. T-E-F-T test. D-O-C-U-F-E-N-T.
Next, we need to decide where to save the document.
Tags. Tags. Tag editor. Edit. Where. Downloads. Where. Pop-up button.
I like to save it on my desktop, so I'm going to press Shift-Command-D to default the save area to desktop.
Desktop.
Alternately, you can expand the Show More Options disclosure triangle
Desktop. Show more options. Collapse. Disclosure triangle.
and specify more fully where you would like the file to be saved.
Cancel button. Save button.
At any point, if you are happy with the name and location, you can hit Enter to save the document. You do not need to navigate to the end of the dialog box.
Please find attached the correct document. Text. Closing dialog.
That document should now be retitled and saved to our desktop. Next, let's talk about sending emails. I like to start a new mail message by pressing Command-N.
Now in new message window. To edit text.
By default, Mail places your focus in the To box. You can immediately start typing the email address of the person you are sending the message to. Mail will likely try to auto-populate or complete what you are typing for you. If you hear it add the correct email, hit the right arrow or the Enter key to confirm, and it will finish typing the email for you.
VoiceOver. VoiceOver2@gmail.com. Text selected. Selection replace. Embedded. VoiceOver test2@gmail.com.
It will then read which email it has auto-populated. If it's the incorrect email, hit the delete key twice and the entire email will be deleted.
Embedded. VoiceOver test2. Selection deleted.
Once an email address is embedded by hitting the Enter key or the right arrow,
Embedded. VoiceOver test2@gmail.com.
you can type as many email addresses as you would like. Be sure to hit the right arrow or Enter when you are done with each email address so that it can embed each email address separately. Moving forward, we encounter the Add Contacts button.
To add contacts button.
Next, we encounter the CC element
CC.
and the CC Edit Text.
CC. Edit text.
If you want to carbon copy somebody on your email, place their email in this box. Next, we get the CC Add Contacts button,
CC. Add contacts button.
followed by the subject,
Subject.
followed by the Subject Edit Text.
Subject. Edit text.
This is where we add the title to our email.
T-H-I-S. The I-S is A-A-T-E-T test E-N-A-I-L.
I have written, this is a test email. I can press the up arrow to hear the entire selection that I've typed.
This is a test email.
As we move forward, we are going to get to the main message contents.
Edit text.
This edit text area is the main body of your email.
H-E-L-L-O. Hello. New line. New line. H-I-F. This A-A-T-E-S-T-E-N-A-I-L. Email. New line. A-A-N-K-S. Thanks. New line. T-A-A-A.
By using your up and down arrows, you can navigate through each line of your message contents.
New line. This is a test email. New line. Thanks. New line. Tomorrow.
To send this email, you have two options. First is the Send button located in the toolbar of this window. Stop interacting and move up to the toolbar.
Out of. Hello. This is a test. This is a test email. Subject. CC. At CC. At CC. To. Add embedded. Voice to. Toolbar. In toolbar. 8 items. Send group.
And then I can hit the send button here. Alternately, I can hit Shift, Command, and D, as in deliver, from anywhere in this window to send this message. Mail will default your focus back to where you were prior to opening this new message. In order to reply, reply all, or forward an email, go to your messages table.
Messages table. Row 1 of 2.
Find the email you wish to reply to.
VoiceOver test. This is test email 3.
And you can hit Command R to reply, Shift Command R to reply all, or Shift Command F to forward. I am going to hit Command R to reply to this email.
Reply. Now in read. This is a test email window. On March 4th, 2026 at 3:27 p.m.
By default, VoiceOver places your focus directly in the message body. It auto-populates the to field and the subject as whatever the subject was for the initial message. You can immediately begin typing.
H-I. Hot space. New line. I-M-I-E-P-L-Y-N. Reply. O-2. Your. E-V-I-O-U. Pre-E-F-F-A-G. Message. New line. T-A-N-K-S. Thanks. New line. T-A-N-K-S.
To send this, we hit Shift Command D.
Now in inbox. 2 messages window. Messages table. Row 2 of 2. Reply.
In order to archive emails or save them for later, we can create folders. These will ultimately end up in your Mailboxes table. To create a new archiving folder, we go up to the menu bar with VOM, move to the Mailboxes menu.
Apple menu 10 items. Mail menu 9 items. File menu 13 items. Edit menu 22 items. View menu 27 items. Mailbox menu 21 items.
And then press your down arrow until you hear New Mailbox.
Take all accounts online. Take all accounts offline. Get new mail command shift. Synchronize Google. Mark all messages as read. Erase delete items. Mailbox menu 21. New mailbox ellipsis.
Press Enter.
Closing menu. Messages. Take in dialog. Edit text. Blank. New mailbox. Enter name for new mailbox to be created at the top level in account. Google. Location.
Here, the focus defaults to the name area, so you can immediately start typing the name of the folder you want to create. I'm going to call this Test Archive.
T-E-S-T. Test. A-R-C-H-I-V-E. Archive.
If you want to determine the location where this is saved, you can VO left out of this area.
Name. Google. Location. Pop-up button. You are currently on a pop-up button.
And open the pop-up button with VO space.
Menu. 9 items. Check. Important. Archive. You are currently on a menu item. To choose this menu item.
And select the location that you wish the item to be saved.
Name. Test archive. Help button. Cancel button. OK. Default button.
At any point in this window, you can hit Enter, which will select OK to confirm your selection. To move a message into this archived folder, I prefer to use VO Shift M to open the context menu.
Menu 18 items.
We move down to the Move to submenu.
Menu 15 items. Open. Reply. Reply all. Forward. Forward as attachment. Remind me. Menu 15. Move to junk. Mute. Delete. Flag. Enter archive. Move to submenu. 16 items. You are currently on a submenu.
I press the right arrow.
Inbox. Submenu.
Then the down arrow until I find the location where my mailbox is located.
Move trash. Junk. All on my import. Google. Important. Archive. Submenu. 1.
Then I press my right arrow one more time.
Test archive.
Until I hear the name of the folder where I want my mail moved to. I hit Enter once I've landed on that folder. The email will automatically be moved out of your messages table into that archive folder. To add a new mail account, such as a Google account, Outlook account, iCloud account, or other mail account, go to your menu bar with VOM.
Apple menu 10 items. Closing menu.
Move one across to the Mail menu.
Mail menu 9 items.
And move down until you hear Add Account.
About mail. Settings ellipsis command. Accounts ellipsis. Add account ellipsis.
Press Enter.
In dialog. New account types table. Notes. Choose a mail account provider.
From here, interact.
In new account types table. Row 1 of 6. iCloud Radio 1. Selected. iCloud Radio 1.
Let's assume we are trying to set up a Google account.
Exchange Radio 1. You are Google Radio 1.
Now that we hear a Google account, I'm going to press VO space.
Selected.
To confirm that I am trying to set up a Google account, I'm going to stop interacting on this table.
Out of new account types table.
And VO forward until I hit Continue.
Help button. Cancel button. Continue. Default button. You are currently on a button. Safari. Untitled.
For each mail account, there will be a slightly different setup process. However, using basic VO navigation, follow the prompts on screen to set up your mail account. Here is a summary of the commands used in this video. VOD moves to the dock. VOD M, then Enter, opens mail. Control Command S toggles view on the Mailboxes table. Command N creates a new message. Shift Command N refreshes your mailbox. Delete key deletes a message from your Mailboxes table. Command R replies to a message in your Mailboxes table. Shift Command R replies all in your Mailboxes table. Shift Command F forwards a message from your Mailboxes table. Shift Command J marks an item as junk mail. VOM opens the menu bar. VO-Shift-M opens the context menu to move mail messages. If you have any questions relating to the content of this video or the macOS app Mail, please leave them below and I'll be happy to answer. If you want to support continued work for tutorial series like these, please consider becoming a member today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.